Happy New Year all. We've got a ITSL game organized by the ITSL Junta. I am USA and I'm playing ristonj. 2 scoring cards to start isn't the most ideal, but we can make it work. And I've got Vietnam Revolts. Unless they have defectors and decol, we can ditch Asia scoring in the headline. So we're just going straight 4-4-2. Okay, 60 minutes is perfect because I have dinner to cook soon. All right, 4-4-2, drop Asia scoring, and then worry about the rest unravel. Yeah? Okay. Good. I mean, we may, if we get a lucky escape on the initial coup, we may be able to parlay that into Europe domination, but we might not. And Olympic Games. Okay, so unless they have defectors and decol / D-style, we may get away with this here. Well, here's hoping to a less plaguey year, although I'm still currently negative, have dodged the virus all this time. Oh, Purge, well that's great. Looks like we will be ditching Europe scoring for 1 and seeking to avoid being blockaded by holding US-Japan. Bluck. It also means a wishy-washy counter-coup of Iran with a effective 2-op card. Is this Marshall Plan? Yeah, it is. Oh boy. Where are they going? Ah, huge. Okay. Let's pop 2 in Egypt and hope they don't have the stones to do another coup that size. Oh boy. So now the master plan is avoid Middle East domination, avoid being dominated in Europe, hope this coup misses. Oh, jolly good. 1 into Lebanon. Bob is your uncle. So now we don't get Milops either. The next job will be ditching Europe scoring, holding Vietnam revolts unless we get blockaded. Well, okay, at least he showed it to us early. So now we can... Now we can play into Egypt because... mate, I suppose... Do we want to... We still need to take the rest of the board seriously, don't we? So we still need to develop elsewhere. So Europe scoring. 2 into Thailand with Warsaw Pact. Another 1 into Thailand with Warsaw Pact to cover the China card against Vietnam revolts. Well, not Vietnam revolts, but the fact they'll get adjacency. Okay, they don't get to play into China as a result of that, which is fine. We can accept domination there. The fact that they... we have no reason to drop Europe scoring quickly, so... Is that good? Maybe the play's Egypt. No, because Vietnam revolts will guarantee them access to Thailand. We'll go Warsaw Pact so that if they have D-style or decol and just pull the trigger late, we're of course giving them the D-style operations points here. I think we're just going to have to eat Middle East dominance, knowing that at least we're not presenceless. But, you know, holding 2 scoring cards and getting purged, going into the end of turn 1 around -1 isn't so bad. But I think we should realistically expect ourselves to be mullered in the Middle East. Sign up for Ritzel again, so you'll get another 10 games to watch that way. This first half of the year. Got the Worlds in May in London, so it's 28th, 29th of May, I think. So anyone who's listening, I would strongly recommend it. Went to the one in Greece thanks to Saito, and it was brilliant. Lovely to meet people. David was a genial host. All in all, a great experience. Strongly recommended. Okay, expected both of those things. That's all right. So we can drop Europe scoring. Let's remove the one from Finland. Just to make sure that they're pared back a little on D style. Now the big problem would be if they flip Lebanon. But I suspect they will. That wouldn't be unreasonable. It's the most points leverage, certainly. I think currently ditch CIA with impunity as well, so that's unfortunate going into turn 2. Not as unfortunate as if we get dealt it, so just hold your breath for now. Okay, that makes Taiwan a target of interest. Just overprotect and march, fine. One in Thailand. Yep, all in order. Indo-Pakistani war is great. We got D-Style and we can space decol, which is good. We're precious light on other stuff. So spacing decol, obviously, holding D-Style. The 1 in 3 on Pakistan is the play here, I think. Yeah, it's got to be right. No other clear headline, not special relationship, not a red card. We just hope for a 5 or a 6 on Pakistan. We need the gods to smile upon us here. Got dealt decol and D-Style as well. That's pretty dang huge. And if we're spacing decon on D-Style, we know we have to event Korean War, which is crummy. We going for France would give us a coup in doing so. 5 or 6. Yay! Unjust, but taken. Now, if they take France, we have a very ugly coup on Iran, right? We'd have to roll a 6. That must be what they're thinking. Okay, well that's good because that gives us a chance to ops race. So let's put 4 into France. Ended up splitting their focus. So unless they have NATO, or they're willing to use the China card, they presumably have to fear Truman. And we could special relationship end of the turn. Or in the headline to break France potentially in turn 3. Either way, it's not great. Middle East scoring great. That's fantastic news. So I'm prepared to give up Angola here for finishing off taking France. And that's before Independent Reds and after Warsaw Pact, so we can also level up Romania with Independent Reds. So a coup on Angola here. I said Nigeria. Of course I meant Angola, sorry. Coup on Angola here is a virtual lock, assuming they don't do anything weird with CIA first. May snag Afghanistan if they do. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a clear coup target. We'll take it. Ah. Wow, we've been full of sixes. So 4, 5, 6, space decol, event NASA reluctantly, event Korean War reluctantly. Middle East is a real pile, but there we go. So our only risk in France now is if they get dealt Suez in the reshuffle. Great. Fantastic. Okay, start the march over. I still like Afghanistan. But before that, we Korean War. Low roll this time, please, despite me playing the card. That's a very, very unfair. Rolling ones and sixes all the time I need it. It's obscene. Absolutely obscene. I'm guessing they may hold CIA here. Given they didn't take the coup, or maybe they were hoping to keep Defcon up. But what we're not going to be able to do is take Afghanistan before a potential reshuffle. Okay, they don't have CIA. That would be an insane thing to do prior to seeing CIA. But in a way, I'm happy that they've got some influence somewhere we can manipulate. So, decol to space before they get a chance to space. Low roll. Boo. I said low roll, that was a 6. And then NASA will go into Zaire, I suppose, since Angola is so fragile. Yep, fine. We took our chance, we missed. Can't do more than that. Oh, the Middle East is a land of communism. But we got Europe in the reshuffle, which is nice, and Purge. Ooh. So they got NATO and defectors. And CIA. Oh, we got dealt decol back as well. That's obscene. They got socialist governments. Hold on, they played Arab-Israeli War in an earlier turn, didn't they? And I just missed it. Turn 2? Turn 2. Yeah, good. Mustn't screw up so soon. Containment Truman are ours. Comic-Con, ours. So they've got socialist governments, defectors, NATO, and CIA. Socialist government seems like a very likely opening headline. But I think our headline, especially with Europe scoring, is Marshall Plan, especially as their 4-drop is NATO. If they've got special relationship back, that makes heck for them. So let's just shore up Europe. Oh, that's an even better headline. Well done, them. Please miss. Deep breath. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 1 to 3. That's only fair, given how we took it. And we still have time to take Taiwan and Japan. Just Taiwan, actually, to level up. So, they'll presumably get a coup off, or they'll be fearful to get a coup off and drop CIA now. Oh no, they've got it. That's the aggressive and correct move. So, we can not hold Purge. But we can level up Asia. And you bet we are going to do that thing. Knowing that we can drop Europe scoring for 0. Ooh, the Middle East is nasty. Taking Israel doesn't affect domination, so we're not going to rush to do it. But popping one in Egypt at some point certainly wouldn't hurt. Do we event Truman for an extra VP? Is the question. Take an AR off and an op for a VP. Is that a good trade? Plenty of ops. Okay. Fair enough. We will. I suppose the next job is shoring up South Korea. Probably should have done that first. Let's see if they jam it now. Malaysia against brush war as well. And we may play into Mexico ahead of time because of things like liberation theology and junta. Now NATO triggers, which is good. And all of that's ambiguous. Ambiguous, ambivalent, one or the other. So now Italy can't be brush warred. That is also good. So we'll put one in South Korea. Well, we can start a coup war, we just don't have a lot of ops on it. So one in South Korea, one in Malaysia against brush war. An extra one in Panama for now. No, one in Costa Rica. One in Costa Rica. South Korea, Malaysia, Costa Rica. So they've still got SOC-Gov. We do need to drop Europe scoring before that becomes a trigger, although they now realise that SOC-Gov is probably worth 3 ops elsewhere. Middle East scoring, oh boy. It's come for me. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can still, improbably, dominate Asia with the help of US Japan. That's probably worth a watch for. SOC-Gov after Europe scoring. Okay. I would have developed my board elsewhere, I think. So space decol. Hooray! Well done, NASA. So he's got CIA and one other card, and isn't using the China card just yet. East European Arrest Space. Fails. Good news for us. Right, so what can we do the most damage with? Break North Korea. Doesn't take... Probably still the best play, right? Unscored region. Or That's not so bad. Yeah. A different choice, certainly, but if we can drop Defcon in the headline, it also means they can't use CIA to coup the non-battleground and derive no loss from it. But that also shores up Panama a little against, makes Brush War a 50-50 for one op. Right, it's all about the mid-war shuffle here because we're going in at -8, which is less than I'd like. Central America scoring for ABM VOA. Whew. And UNI to get rid of D-Style. Disgusting. I feel like ABM is the play because then if they missile envy us, we can give them U2, which is a lot better than being missile envied. One small step is fabulous. Get them to space first. It's a real spit in the eye. Central America scoring currently bad for us, but we'll do something about that in a sec. And the last one's UNI. So yeah, I like ABM. It would be sad to get that missile envied out of our hands. Suez. And what do we like? Pakistan? Needs a 5 or a 6. I think maybe it's just Zaire. We have a plan for Asia and we don't have one for Africa. That's fine. We've got some VOA to wreak havoc as well. So Suez is a bit annoying, and with Truman gone, doubly annoying, but we could ops race. 3, 6, 9 clean ops. Or we can give up on Europe having scored and is only going to score once more this game and focus instead on the rest of the board, which is probably what I do, I think. They need to put a 4-op card in, and they're not doing it. They're just going for the straight coup of a battleground, and they flub it. That is unfortunate. Shuttle dip. So now we're in great shape, aren't we? We can use U2 incident before. And we can give them Algeria because we still have domination elsewhere. So that's fine. Knowing that we've got VOA as well. Oh dear. I mean, they've got a decent lead out here, but like, powerfully low coup work has really hurt them outside the Middle East. And that shuttle dip with Middle East having scored is brutal. If they coup Saharan states, we can event puppet governments to take Nigeria. And we'll go Chile, Argentina as well. Lads. Yep, you can have one. I don't mind. Because yep, Central America first. Little bit of telegraphing there. But we can move into Costa Rica, and there's not a lot they can do about it. So you and I on D-style next. Oh, I did U2 instant the wrong way around. I was thinking play U2 so then I can play UN intervention. Bleh. Ooh, in which case I might space D-style and hold UNI. What a mug. Oh, well, that's just flubbed my play. U2 before D-style, that's what happens when you are off the boil for a long time. It's been a while since I played those two cards in combination, and it has done for me. Let us hope that one op does not come back to haunt me. Ooh. The upshot of holding D-style for a little longer, of course, is they can't salt it. Kind of want to see salt go before I do anything else. Okay. Hmm. Domination in Central America is still only worth 2 VP. Yeah. Puppet governments around South America is fine for me. I really want you to get off to space, if you don't mind. Can you find anything? Of course, if they do that, we could then space D-style after one small step. A coup gives us a chance to fish some scoring cards out. So bye-bye Che, bye-bye We Will Bury You, bye-bye Summit. Hello, you two. Shame no lone gunman, but such is life. And here's where using UN intervention after U2 comes back to haunt me. But we need to shore up Nigeria. And we'll take Botswana as well. Stay dominating region. And remember that one VP was a misstep for my sins. We've still got VOA, which we'll have to use this turn. So we can be creative. We can take 2 out of Cuba. Because presence is what, 1, 2, that gives us 3 VP. But I think, yeah, 2 Cuba, 2 North Korea puts the most pressure on the board. Oh, you beauty. So we'll do that. Three cards left, and we know one is CIA. We have left South America grotesquely open. So we may be forced to use one small step, taking Venezuela and Argentina. Maybe just moving one into Brazil. Like one in each kind of says you can only have one, and I get the rest. But Central America scoring for 3 VP, not bad. Going big influence. Okay. So we will play Central America scoring for 0. We've got the China card, and we didn't have to use Yusuri or Nixon to do it. Five-year plan to space because they couldn't use CIA, and we one small step 'em. 2 beautiful VP. Starting to redress the balance here. Ooh, grain sales, duck and cover. Oof. Um, nice. Brezhnev LG, ask not to get rid of lone gunman, potentially. OAS, special relationship currently worth 2 VP when I fill it in. And last card is the bear trap. Grain sales first? Yeah, grain sales because it drops Defcon, and if I don't take CIA, yeah, it's got to be grain sales. So they now need Cultural Revolution. Unlucky, mate. So we'll take that and we coup Algeria with it. No, we'll coup Libya. Let's try and get back into the Middle East. Okay, so unless they have, so we do not bear trap them. If they've got Cultural Revolution, they're safe. So we actually want to play the China card, AR1, right? Salt, of course, does all right for them. Salt gets them out of the mess as well. Otherwise, Cuban Missile Crisis kills them because I can take 2 out of Germany. Brezhnev helps them because they can space it. So yeah, we're looking for Salt and Cultural Rev. Muslim Rev doesn't do it. So we don't have any war cards. We'll put one in the UK. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I said use the damn China card, right? Oh, but the China card, I'm going to hold on to it. I don't think they have it. Otherwise, they would have played it immediately. And Asia scoring's worth something. If they've got Salt as well, I kind of hate giving up the China card to be stung by it. This could come back to bite me in the ass. This we've got a route to Defcon victory here. If Asia scoring drops, I'll absolutely play the China card. Although shuttle diplomacy is in play, isn't actually. So I could, yeah, I could use bear trap to put 3 in Japan and then use the China card. Hmm. US Japan still in the deck. The downside of feeding Japan is that I might give them 4 clean ops to use elsewhere. I'm not going to press hard on this Defcon route because I think actually if the game goes long, I win anyway. Two, three. Yeah, okay. Let's just fill South America slowly. There's Asia scoring, so now we can use the China card, and if they don't have Salt, the game's over anyway. What else do we like? Egypt when Sadat comes. Yeah. So hold Arsenal and Lone Gunman, assuming we make it to another turn. So I'm assuming there's going to be assault. If there is assault, we use Lone Gunman. AIW. Yeah, that's fine. So special relationship. Overprotected. So to into France, I guess, yeah. Massive overprotect. Now it's a race for battlegrounds there. We'll use just a single op from OAS and put it back in the deck if they don't try and break anywhere in South America again. I'm talking like the game's going to continue because, you know, salt could happen. Will is fine. Yeah, that's all right. Just keep shoring up the areas I'm ahead in. 6 OAS, 7 Brezhnev, assuming we don't see CIA drop. So if this isn't salt, the game's over. Because 5-year plan's already gone to space. Yeah. Oh, nicely done. Defcon 5. So we start with Lone Gunman. And they get a chance to use CIA. The game goes on. But we've also ditched Lone Gunman. And we can use Brezhnev AR7. And now we've got Ask Not, which we might try and hold to late war to get rid of some really nasty cards. Quagmire, OPEC, Libthi, Southeast Africa. No, yeah, Quagmire, OPEC, and Libthi are the big three for us. Well done them. Never go up, never say die. But it's weighted pretty heavily, having scored Asia Dom as well, towards me. The board's pretty well developed. Still got more work to do. So we will coup on Libya. Come on, Big Six. No, okay. And they get a last coup as well. They do well to make it in Africa. It's more likely to make a difference there, of course. And then we use Brezhnev AR7. Yeah, nicely done. That's fine. So now we need to watch out for Junta, I guess. Interesting turn. Missile Envy is probably a safe play. I might pull Brush War if we're lucky. Or US Japan, which does something too. So let's speculate on Missile Envy. Ah, boo! Well, Quagmire was probably the scariest card, so in a way we've come off better than we had. So Brazil is the target here. Oh. Well, it failed anyway. Do we get arms race or do we get US-Japan? Or NORAD, in which case we hastily fill Canada, eh? US-Japan. Okay. We traded ops there. They now only get a 2-op coup. Please miss. That was the wrong choice as well. Should have gone Brazil. Okay. That's good for us, though. I'll take that. So, we don't want to salt anything. So we'll go Paraguay, not with 3 ops. Thank you. Clicky mousey. Overprotect Brazil. Yeah. That's fine. So South America and Southeast Asia are the last unscored regions. That's good for us. We don't have Junta, but we've now covered relatively well. We've still got OAS, of course. That's a 2-op card. Panama Canal returned can do some trouble in Venezuela too. We probably don't bother eventing John Paul? Question mark. Europe's looking pretty solid. Doi. Okay, AFP back. Yeah. So Quagmire to space. Kind of want to see Cult Rev before we event Nixon. But we're holding us not to turn 7, which is good. And Liberation Theology is the only flaky card, and we're short up in Panama and Mexico against everything but Junta, really. So. Ooh, we ahead? We're ahead, right? We're not ahead. Must be even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 4. Oh, yeah, -1 in thanks to the Middle East. Oh well, nicely done. That flip of Venezuela made the difference. Space Quag. Peeky peeky. That is good for us. Oh yeah, I haven't lost us, not yet. Click the wrong card. There we go. So what's left? NORAD, nuclear subs, Sadat, colonial rear guards. In the neutrals, arms race, Junta, and South America scoring. And in the red corner, Cultural Revolution, Liberation Theology, South African Arrest, Portuguese Empire Crumbles, and Allende. Of those cards, Oppo's holding 4. I think we use John Paul to get our mill ops by starting a coup on Colombia. A 6 is great and sets a realignment threat going. Big 6. Or a 5, very nice. Almost as good as a 6. Africa is a... Oh, hello. There it is after all. Knowing we have Panama Canal returned and OAS, we'll just refill Mexico with Nixon. And we'll finish with OAS in Panama and hold us not. Do you want to use 3 ops taking Panama knowing that we are rife with operations points in the Americas? Well, that's a shame, but it's well hold on to. So Panama Canal returned. If you've got South America scoring AR7, I look like a genius. But I'd trade Sadat for Venezuela, I think. And all. And if they're not holding Junta, we're 50-50 to get it. And that's a huge 50-50 card to break our way, to be fair. Okay, we'll just tap both again. We won't use the coup. Yeah. Yay! And Europe scoring. Nice, and they've got South America scoring. Ouch. We got NORAD. They got Sadat and Colonial Rearguard. Sadat's sad for them. Colonial Rearguards they'll put to space. They got South Africa and rest they can do some trouble with. But I'm happy with that. Muslim Rev. OPEC. Summit. So we want to use Muslim Rev before they use... Ooh, Brushwater begin. War Hunter. Trades. So going Brazil. Brazil is best at 66%. Ah, greed. Okay, well, we will take a coup on Panama to shore up there because we're not going to beat 5 in. So please roll more than well, 3 or more. 3 or more is perfect. Excellent. Okay, well, honours even. We know they have South America scoring, and unless they have 5-year plan, they have to play it. But we need to play Muslim Rev before Sadat. And then I think we've got an ask not hand here, don't we? We can ditch Allende Portuguese OPEC summit, and if he plays Sadat, we can ditch Muslim Rev to it. Just drops it. So we will use Muslim Rev, as it only costs us an op. We will dominate Central America. And jam Korea. No, so we'll just jam Korea, won't we? We won't mess around with Central America. That forces a response. They're going to get the points from arms race. That can't be helped. But I think I like arsenotting this hand with four cards to come back and no lone gunman. That said, we could navigate the hand with South America having scored. Space OPEC, repair Portuguese Empire, drop Allende. Space, yeah. Okay, so holding Arsenot is also an option. We've got the China card back. Overprotects is fine. So next up is Europe scoring, right? Yeah. What do we do? 3-op coup, deny arms race. 3 for 3. Yeah, we won't use NORAD for anything else. Let's coup Saharan states. Lovely. Now we've got to realign target and deny them the use of arms race. Don't know what their other 3 cards are. They've got arms, South Africa, Sadat, Colonial. Okay, so repair South Africa, and if they flip Angola, we realign the hell out of them. Yeah, because we don't have enough combined ops to do realignments en masse, so let's do that first. Would you be so mad as to flip Angola and then have a -2 on it? That's the question. And if this is where I regret earlier, well, there's a potential regret for not using Arsenal and getting 4 fresh cards. Thank you for the tea. But I still think holding it for worse is better. Going for coups, now wants those sweet, sweet arms race points. We do not have any coup targets, so we will allow it, but we will score Europe, which hopefully will put a knife in their heart. Yep. Hooray, NASA! Heroes! Okay, so we event and repair Portuguese Empire and pop 1 in Chile against Allende unless something crazy happens here. Self-trapping. Nice. Well, let's see if their gamble pays off. Guessing colonial rear guards here. If they miss, they're trapped for L1, which is disgusting. Well, I don't know what to say, except don't trap yourself. As sad as it is to see, I feel like you could repair most of your Suri, right? 3 ops on 4, and space bear trap. That was very unfortunate, and now I get an AR1 coup. I would seek to avoid that where possible. Middle East scoring is a bit of a a problem here. But we're going to get to coup. The question is, oh yeah, flower power's in, so Indo-Pakistani war is less good. Weaken Latin American debt crisis to avoid using Che, but Che doesn't have a ton of juicy targets. Yeah, can't be overly greedy. Can't go special relationship, reduce Cuba, score Central America. We can't race to 20 here, basically. I don't think. Oh, we can ask not Middle East scoring, of course. Oh, Purge is nasty. Yeah, so add late war. Got to add late war. Blah, 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 blah. Indo-Pac. Yuri and Samantha. Central America scoring. Ladakh. Che. Special relationship. UNI. That's 9 cards. So, I guess ask not in the headline. And ditch Middle East, Yuri, Indo-Pac, Central America, Ladakh, and Che. And Africa scoring a war care. Okay, I think that's a sign that the Twilight Struggle gods are probably finished with this game. And I got Aldrich James as well. That's disgusting. Absolutely, utterly disgusting. The cards totally broke my way. And those early, well, mid-war coups that were really weak really put a pin in any hope for USSR's domination. Out with 5-year plan. We'll use one small step. We'll use the China card. We'll be greedy to coup Nigeria. Don't quite get there. But we can voice America them. Although War Games is operation, of course, now, so forget that. Oh, boy. Well, holding on to Arse not till late war was definitely the primo move. And Middle East was the only way for them to get close to reducing me below War Games, and even that didn't do it. So there goes your ball game. Okay, that's all good. Thanks for watching. Feedback's welcome. Obviously, the massive punt I saw was playing you two before playing you an intervention, because it's been so long since I played this damn game. I forgot how the cards interacted, which is doy. Add a comment if you want to know more about the Worlds in London at the end of May, because I'll definitely be going along as part of my bid to try and resume life after 2 years of lockdown. But it's a good game and a fun game, and everyone's pretty cool when I went to Greece, so I'd recommend it. And yeah, I will see you in a week's time at the latest when I play another ITSL game, sorry. And of course, with Ritzel firing up, there'll be more games to come. So thank you for watching. Feedback welcome, and I'll see you again soon.